Hey everybody, GReimer here, coming at you once again from Cerro Zoo, doing some more building here in the ZAWA mod in Minecraft for your eyeballs and ear holes to enjoy. And we are standing here on top of the entrance sign, getting ready for some epic stuff to be built today. But before we can get to that, we have some animals we gotta name, because last week we did the hippo exhibit, which is right there behind me, that big one, right above my head right now. Right, you can see it right there. We got some hippos to name. We got 5 of them, and you guys absolutely killed it in the naming section, or in the comments section, naming these animals. So, before we get jumping into the build that we're going to do today, let's go name these things. Okay, we have 5 hippos, and we need 5 different names, and you guys were just amazing in the comment section. There's a flood of names for these, so it actually was rather difficult for me to pick these things out, but I sift through all your comments. I see every comment anyone posts on these videos, so if you're new here and you're wondering, I don't know if I should name something, you might not see it, please be sure to drop a name for an animal suggestion in the comment section, because I'll gladly see it, and I oftentimes pick names, sometimes at random, sometimes I pick them because it's a new commenter, sometimes I pick them because they make me laugh, and sometimes I pick them just because I think they sound cool. So Skippo is going to be the first one here, and that is thanks to Peter suggesting it. Skippo is a card game that that Peter's grandmother really enjoyed playing with them, and I think that's a fantastic story, so we are going to name a hippo Skippo. And then big shout out to Gaming with X for suggesting the name Big Mouth. Now that is right on point for what a hippo is, and so I think it's very fitting. And then, have any of you guys ever seen the movie Madagascar? Because there is a hippo in there named Gloria, and that was suggested by Jordan Connings, Nickel Plays, and Five Nights at Freddy Clapp. All of you guys suggested Gloria from Madagascar. And then the most requested name, okay? There was, carry the 2, there was 5 of you that suggested this. We're going to name this one after the Pokemon Hippowdon, okay? So that was definitely, I'm a sucker for Pokemon names, so we're definitely going to be naming that. And thank you to SlothBuddy206, Puppet Master 13, Christy Sank, Jordan Connix, and Poke Lewis for all suggesting Hippowdon. And speaking of Poke Lewis, we are actually going to name this one Lewis after you, because that is your favorite animal. The hippopotamus. I believe you were the one who also kept badgering me nonstop relentlessly to do the Pygmy Hippo exhibit. I haven't forgotten that. It was actually turned out to be one of my favorite exhibits in the zoo because it turned out really good. And now we're adding the big brother to the Pygmy Hippos here, the common hippopotamus. So we're going to name one Lewis after you, man. Thank you so much for watching the series this whole time. Really do appreciate it. As always, if I did not select your name that you suggested, please keep on trying. We still got plenty of animals in this zoo to go. We're nearing the end, but you know there's still plenty of animals. We're getting there. We're running out of real estate is the problem. But if I didn't pick your name, please keep trying, because I will eventually get around to it. Sometimes I just grab the quickest ones I can find. Sometimes there's no method to my madness. It's kind of like random. I might as well just draw it out of a hat sometimes, unless I find one that just makes me chuckle. If you guys got a good sense of humor, please add those explanations in with your comments, because they make me laugh, you know. So all right, but let's get around to putting these things in here. We have got quite a few hippos to name, and we're gonna name the first one Lewis here. And remember, we don't really care if they turn out to be boy, girl, in between, whatever. We're just gonna go with it here at the zoo. So the first one we're gonna put down here, now these things I really should probably get this thing, because they probably are not gonna be happy with me if they do wake up. Let's set them down here on the mud, and we're gonna name this one Lewis. And Lewis is a female in this case, so perhaps not in real life. I'm not too sure, but like I said, we don't judge here in the zoo. That's just gonna be Lewis for Cerro Zoo here. All right, then the second one we're gonna put down right over here while this one's still snoozing, while Lewis is still taking a nap. This is gonna be Hippowdon, all right? And Hippowdon is also a female. All right, let's quickly switch these things over, because we're gonna go quick here before these things wake up. I gotta get out of here because they'll bite my leg off. All right, so let's put down this one right here, and this one's gonna be Gloria, and Gloria is of course a male. I think we switched up the hippos here, but all right, we're gonna put that one away. We're gonna grab Big Mouth here. Now Big Mouth will set down right by this log right here, and Big Mouth is a female. Oh, there is Lewis is up and moving, so let's just kind of like move over here, and then we're gonna put down this last one right here, and this is gonna be Skippo, and Skippo's gonna go on this side over here. We'll tuck this one right back here. Bam, right there. There you go, Skippo. And Skippo is a female. All right, so it's a bunch of ladies and one dude in here, but well, 2 dudes. I got to get out here first, and then there'll be 1 dude. There we go. Out we go. All right, the hippos have been added to their exhibit, and I'm thinking they'll be really comfy and cozy, you know, once all those drugs wear off. With the hippos named, we have to turn our eyes and attention and ears and brain power to another part of the zoo. Now, there is still quite a bit to do here, okay? There's still a lot. There's still a lot, really a lot actually, but I'm thinking I'm going to save that for next week because I kind of want to do something a little different. I got an idea in my head. It's been bouncing in my head for quite a while, and thanks to you guys in the comments section bringing it up again, it surfaced to the forefront of my brain. One thing that I don't have a whole lot of here at the zoo is like buildings and stuff. I know I did that on purpose because the real Cerro Gordo is just a small community of buildings. There's really not much there, you know, as far as like a lot of infrastructure or something. And so we have this little recreational area right here where there's the bathrooms and there's like a little plushy stall, and then it leads into different parts of the zoo. But that, and there's also like the welcome center up front here next to the billboard of sponsors. Which, by the way, big shout out to all of these fine people for sponsoring the zoo. If, in case you're wondering how to get your name up on here, anytime I do a live stream from the zoo, any super chat of any amount will get you on here, as well as any super thanks on a video will get you on here as well. Big shout out to Todd Feltz, of course, for holding on to the top super chat spot as of now. All right, so, but yeah, there's the welcome center right here, and that's about it. I mean, we have the aviary, but that's a building for exhibits. As far as recreational, fun, relaxing things, that's about it. There's not much here. I know we also have the Lucas Matthew Park, which is a small little area for people to rest into. And I'm thinking, let me get airborne here. I'm thinking that's it, really, though. I mean, the Lucas Matthew Park is right. Smash into the ground there, get stuck. All right, it's right here. And then that's it, this little recreational place. So I'm thinking it'd be fun. One thing that's been suggested a lot, not only just in the most recent video, but in past videos, is what if you built a restaurant here in the zoo? Now, I gotta admit, I don't really have much of a good idea, or much of an idea at all, let alone a good idea, for a good restaurant, but I do have a vague idea of one. And the mine that's in the actual Cerro Gordo, which, in case you guys don't know, in case you guys weren't here from the beginning of the series, Cerro Gordo is an actual town if you go check out the YouTube channel Ghost Town Living. I don't know the guy, you know, I'm not like not like trying to plug him for anything other than just to say, hey, he's got a cool channel. It's just him living in this ghost town, an old abandoned silver mining colony, and that's the reason why this whole place is built like an old mining colony, is because this is named after the town, and the whole theme is based on that. But the mine that's there, the silver mine that's there, is called the Union Mine. And I think that would be a fantastic name for a small restaurant here in the zoo. Call it the Union Mine. Actually, that's literally what the restaurant would be called. So I just have to find a good place for it, where we're going to build this thing. And I think I might have found it right there on the side of that wall right there. Okay, so this is one of the mountains kind of hugging the valley where the zoo is actually built. If you look, there's the Big Cats exhibit over there, or the Big Cats area. And of course, we have the shipwreck right here, which I still have been severely lacking on as far as putting the rigging on. Been kind of busy in real life. Knee issues, work, But anyway, yeah, this is where the Big Cats exhibit is, and there is all of this work that we've done. The aquarium section, which still has a lot of work to be done on it, but there's this face right over here. Now, I'm kind of expanding out of the valley a little bit here, but I have to because we're running out of room. But I thought, this is going to sound kind of crazy, okay, but hear me out. I'm thinking about putting a restaurant in the side of the mountain. Does that sound cool? Like if we have a mine system back there that has the primates in it and stuff like that, and there's an unfinished section that I could absolutely burrow out and connect to this face here, do a whole lot of terraforming on this, create a flat edge right here, or a flatter edge like cliff face that has a restaurant dug into it, and then maybe put a pier out here or something like that that actually hugs the side of the mountain right here and connects back to this section, kind of right where the torch is right there, to the rest of the aquarium. And then put like tables and chairs. It's kind of a big project, not gonna lie. Big project. Super big. Well, okay, that's gonna give someone a seizure. Okay, but that's what I'm kind of thinking about. And it would be kind of like a bar top kind of restaurant where in the back they have like the grills and stuff, and they serve the food up at the bar. But then they also have seating kind of on the pier. That's what I'm thinking of, okay? It's a very loose idea in my head. I have to keep it looking like the mining colony, though. I can't just ignore the fact that the whole thing is, based on a mining colony. So I'm thinking about doing that, fix that lighting glitch there. But in order for me to do that, I need to, one, move the beacon over here again, because it's over there, and it's not going to do me any good. And two, I need to do a lot of digging.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up now. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up now.
There we go. It is all carved out. I think we got a decent little cliff edge here to actually work with. Of course, there's a ghost block right there. There was a part during that time lapse where I threw an ender pearl and I hit nothing in midair, and I figured there was probably a ghost block still hidden there, and voila, there it is. Okay, not bad. Only one? Yeah, only one. Okay, not too bad. Now, I can't really go back much farther because if you listen carefully, if you get back here and listen, you can hear the gorillas, okay? So, and if you look at the map, actually, the gorillas aren't too far back here. Now, I do want to add a little extension over here, but I kind of have to mark some things out first before I get there. But this is the rough cut into the cliff edge where I want the Union Mine restaurant. Actually, it's going to be like a snack bar more than anything. But this is the idea. And up front here, I want to put like, I don't know, like chairs and stuff. I want to build a porch on this, like a walkway, or not walkway, but basically like a dock on the front of this that then extends like a pathway over that way and like connects to the aquarium, as I mentioned earlier in the episode here. But I added a little bit more of a fake cliff edge out here that kind of has a little bit more detailing. I'll fix that up a little bit more a little bit later on, but for right now I'm going to worry about this down here. Now, I do want to have a place for like the employees to enter. I could actually just put that back here. Now, I don't have this. This is very rough cutout right here. This little entrance right here. By no means is this finished. But this is going to be a decorated little like mineshaft area that comes out right here. But I could, and I could put an entrance there. It kind of makes sense. But I wouldn't mind putting it like right up front here. So I was thinking about putting it like right here somewhere. But for that, I kind of want to continue the cliff edge down, actually connecting. So this is where the food's actually being served. And then right here is where like the employee entrance would be. It's actually more, that's more than what I want. Let's get the wood backpack out here. Let's grab ourselves some fir wood, because we use that basically everywhere in the zoo. And let's actually add like ourselves, if that's gonna be the entrance right there, let's maybe right there. Let's add ourselves an employee entrance in a place where like staff can come out if they need to for whatever reasons, you know, like serving people food or whatever. Let's bring that out here, and then we'll bring that down, chop that off right there. Okay, so that'll be like the staff entrance, and we can actually kind of bring this out to kind of make it look a little bit more like an actual mine shaft, maybe, you know, never mind, I don't really like it. It adds depth to it for sure, but I'm not really sure if I like that too much. I mean, depth is all good, and that looks really flat. We'll fix that up in a little bit. This is a very malleable build at the moment, because I don't have the whole thing planned out in my head, so I'm going to be working on it as I go. Something like that. But I do want to get the front face of this restaurant kind of plotted out. Okay, see, like this can be moved over a little bit. I don't actually need that over here. Let's actually just bring this all the way over to right there, and then we'll carve this out. And I'll get this sorted out real quick and get the staff entrance added. Okay, staff entrance has been worked out. We got it right here. I was going to put doors, like full doors in there, but I don't think it really matters. You know, just like having these little things that you see that all the time at like Roadhouse restaurants and stuff, where they just have like a saloon door kind of thing, you know, for them to come in and out of. So I think that kind of works out pretty good. I actually could add... No, I'm not going to do it. We're going to leave it at the gates. Sorry, brain kind of wandering right there. Now, for this like bar top kind of scenario that we got going on, that, or at least that I'm going to be aiming for, I kind of want to put, this is looking real flat. It's looking real flat. Not really liking it. Not really liking it a lot. What if, I put down one block, what if I back that up? That would already add a ton of depth. Let's do that, and we'll fix any space I might need back there. We'll just impede on the grill just a little bit if we have to go back that way. So that would be like the bar top. Would that make sense? Would that be a good bar top looking thing? If I could, what can I do with the chisel, just out of curiosity, with like this thing? I can do some stuff. I can do some things, none of which do I actually want to do, but I can do some stuff. Yeah, no, I think we'll go with just the polished look. I think that looks just fine. I keep forgetting about the chisel periodically in this, so, but I think that looks just fine. Now, we can always put like chairs or something in front here, maybe put a carpet top on this to kind of represent like the actual serving place for the food, but I'm thinking that looks fine for right now. Now, there's a whole lot of decorating on the inside I want to do. I do remember last season running into an issue with trying to create like a grill, and we didn't really find anything. I think it was in the, actually, speaking of chisel, let's get this thing out again real quick, because I think it was in the glass that we found something that vaguely looked like a grill, and we had to squint and use our imagination. Yeah, I think it was this one, the thin grid. Thin grid, or no, maybe it was this, the thick grid. I think that was what it was for creating a grill. And you know what? Let's chisel these again real fast, so we have that on hand, because I'm going to want to be putting a grill in here too. Now, right now, this looks pretty bare bones basics and stuff, but I do want to jazz this place up to look like it's a kitchen built inside of a cavern, if that makes sense. So I am going to be adding a little bit of nature look to this too. Like, I don't want this to look like a pristine, like, have any of you guys ever eaten at the restaurant, if you have them in your area, called Rainforest Cafe? It looks like it's in a jungle. It's kind of like that I was going to go for. Not in a jungle, but in like a cavern or a mine shaft is sort of what I was going for. Is what I'm going to be going for in this. But first, it all comes down to like laying out the kitchen itself. Like right behind the bar here, where they would be serving food for people who are sitting up here, I want to have like the grills in the place where they set the food out when it's done and stuff. Almost like a diner, or what am I thinking about? Like a burger joint kind of thing, but all built inside of a cave. I don't know if that's making any sense to you guys. All right, let me do a little bit of work here and see if I can give you a rough idea of what I'm talking about.
Do you remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I call for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I call for you and you're always inside. Down in the Hard times and I can't get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I call for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I call for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. How long do I gotta keep you?
There we go. Okay, so that's kind of what I was thinking about. Okay, now I know I can hear it. I can hear you guys slamming your hands against the keyboard right now. These are supposed to be the bar stools, and there is a much better option out there. After placing these things, I came to that conclusion as well. We are going to put pistons right here. Pistons will look way, way better. Now, my inventory sucks. It's completely packed full of stuff, so I got to make a little bit of wiggle room here. Got a lot of ice and snow for a reason here. It's coming up. You'll see here in just a second. But I did grab some stuff to do a little bit of decorating here, actually, at the restaurant. This is the basics of it. Now, it's not detailed up completely, but this is the basics of it right here. But first, we got to drop a couple of pistons in here because they're just going to look way, way better. Okay, yeah, pistons definitely look a lot better for what I was thinking there. They're supposed to be like the bar top stools kind of thingy, I guess, is what I was going for. I think they do look better than the fence posts that we had in there before. Now, this area right here is a little too wide because this is kind of where like you pay for your food and stuff. So this is supposed to be the cash register. I don't think there's actually one over here. Let's get rid of the subscribe, wink, wink, nudge, nudge for whoever may not have already. Let's get rid of this. Is there actually a cash register? I don't think so. It was a nice thought though, you know. But so we'll just use some stair blocks there to kind of represent that instead. Sun is setting, creepers be creeping. I got to get to work on doing a little bit of extra stuff here. Now I do have somewhere. Where did I put those things? I had carpeting somewhere. Aha! Found them. All right, they're in the ground backpack where all carpet resides. All right, so I have string placed here, which might be hard to see on YouTube, but I have string placed here. If we jump up, we can put that right there and put that right across the top of this thing, like an extra shelf kind of up here. Yeah, like that. In fact, it's really tempting. No. It's really tempting to put another one. Actually, yeah, hold on. I gotta sleep first because creepers are gonna come and blow all this up. But I want to put another row right here so that they can put like fries and stuff like that up there. Whatever finished orders. This is where all the finished orders are gonna go. So wait staff and stuff going through here, serving people at the bar top, as well as some of them running out here to go serve people at the tables that are coming. They're coming later in this episode. But put multiple shelves here for multiple different orders is my game plan. But first, sleep. Okay, my whole game plan for putting down like platters of food and things of food kind of went out the window here because this is 1.12 and you can't actually place item frames on the top half of blocks. They gotta go on the side. Whoops, okay, so that sort of sucks. All right, so instead we'll just do that. Okay, we got a couple extra plates. These pressure plates are supposed to represent plates. We got a couple little hidden strings here holding up the shelves above it, but you know, Minecraft physics and all. So there, we got a place for the finished food. So we got the chefs back here. You know, the cooks doing their stuff on the grills here. We got the meat and stuff that they're cooking up. They get done with the orders. They put them here. They listen to the grillers make a whole bunch of noise, all that fun stuff. They put them here, and then the wait staff takes them from here and handles all the stuff in the food and stuff right here. As far as beverages and stuff, I didn't really think about it other than adding like cups here. These are supposed to be cups for beverages, but there really should be a place like a soda fountain or something like that, shouldn't there? Maybe I'll put that here because this was just kind of an empty space for shelving and stuff. This could be the soda fountain. That would actually make a lot of sense. But let's go focus on back here real quick. This little empty space back here is like the freezer section, okay? And that's why I have all that snow. Is I want to put like cold storage in here. Now, I could leave the walls the way they are. I think they look just fine, and it's tempting to do that. However, let's grab is it in the ground blocks here? I think that's where I stash everything. Let's grab some of these snow and ice blocks. Actually, I don't need the wool. That's not anything I need, but let's grab some of these snow and ice blocks now. And we're going to jazz up the floor to make it look similar to what it is out here. But then we're going to make this whole place look kind of like a frozen cavern. Maybe even put in like some shelving things here where we can stash some meat. Something like that. Yeah, let me work with this here. Put some crates in here, you know, kind of like the mine shaft stuff, but crates of supplies. Yeah, let me do a little doodadding up here and see what we can come up with. There, how about that? Okay, check it out. We got storage racks here with like meat in those crates right there, and various types of beef and meat. This is definitely like a burger bars, like steakhouse kind of design is what I was going for here. So yeah, we got the couple of drinks scattered around here. Now, I didn't actually do a soda fountain there because I just realized something. All of this stuff, and there's no place to like wash dishes or utensils or anything like that. My bad. Okay, so let's let's change this thing up here. I got myself a cauldron, and we're gonna put this in here for some place for like washing dishes and stuff. I'm gonna squeeze it in right here, you know. Put it in there. Now, it kind of doesn't really make sense to have a wooden shelf thing next to this here because, you know, obviously if you're going to be washing stuff, it's going to get all over the place. You're going to want a nice polished surface to that. So we're going to go with probably some kind of stone or polished stone of some kind. Maybe even just do the polished andesite like what we've been doing on everywhere else. Actually, you know what? I don't really have a whole lot of those things. I have more stuff here, though, that I can make. I got a bunch of meat put in here that I just didn't know where else to throw it at the moment. But let's actually put that all right back in there. I'll have to clean this out. My ground backpack is turning quickly into a dump chest. But we're going to go slap this bad boy on the back here, make it look kind of like it's the faucet. That's kind of the Minecraft faucet right there. I also could grab ourselves a water bucket and fill that up. And then we're going to remove these things completely. We're going to replace this with stone. And instead of having it curve in like that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it just kind of hanging off the back wall like that. I think that looks pretty good for like a sink area. Let's actually raise this up just a hair or two to give people a little bit of wiggle room here. And what we'll do is we'll go back to the ground backpack and we'll grab ourselves some of these cobble slabs and we'll pretty that up just... That's actually all I'm going to do to it. A little bit like that. So there, we have a place to wash dishes and whatever else we might need to for in the sink over here. Just one should do fine right now. This is, after all, just a small little diner. Now, this is basically done. We got our cold storage back here where we're going to be putting some stuff for long-term storage, all the frozen stuff, and then we obviously take it out here, cook it all we want, you know, set it here for the wait staff to go and serve it off to the patrons, you know, and then ring up the tabs here, and then voila, it's a business. It's a business, people. Voila, it's business. But this is not quite done at all, okay? Now, this looks cool and stuff. One, I got to put a sign up here. I was going to try to create like a big open thing here that's saying the Union Mine. Honestly, I think that's going to be really distracting because the sign itself is going to be bigger than the restaurant. So I'll probably just do it with good old-fashioned wooden signs. But I do want to finish doing all the little detailing and decorating in here. Let's actually put like quickly. Quickly. I say quickly, but honestly, this is taking me way longer than I even wanted to. Let's just do one of these things here. Let's get a couple like plates and trays or something over here to kind of signify that there's some stuff going on over there. But let's also go into the plants backpack and grab ourselves some roots here because we have actually some dirt poking through right here, and I think it would look kind of cool if that was actually, you know, it's kind of hanging down there like it's in a cave. Okay, that was the whole point of this, is to make it kind of look like it's in a cave. And I think we pulled it off right there. Now, as far as on the outside area, the ground here sucks, not really great, but I do need to get the pier built. And I also want to do a little bit of work up on the top here because although this isn't really representative of what's the real Cerro Gordo is, this is a completely different area. It's off to the side here, right on the edge of the mountain, and I think it would be really cool if I do a little bit of not that backpack. I need the bat backpack desperately in my life. There it is. Let's grab some oak leaves, and jungle leaves probably wouldn't look too bad either. Maybe get some. I need to get more dead leaves. I'm running out of those things. And let's get up top here and see if we can't create like a little bit of foliage kind of hanging down off the edge of this cliff edge.
A few moments later.
Okay, something kind of like that. I mean, it doesn't... Here, let me get out a little bit farther away. It doesn't really look too good from right up close. Let's get onto the ship and take a peek. See how it's got like some foliage hanging off the edge of the cliff edge? I think that looks really cool. And I might jazz that up a little bit more later on. But for right now, I think that's a decent outline for where the restaurant actually is. So this is coming along really nice. I like how this is looking quite a bit, actually. Now we have to focus a little bit on the outside area here, because this just looks like a cool place just connected inside the wall, completely disconnected from the rest of the zoo. This hallway here really needs to get done, but first I'm going to focus on doing this part right here. This is going to take me a little bit of time, because I have to rip up this part right here and then build a dock. Ugh. I guess it's not gonna be that bad. I got plenty of wood. I should be able to do this, but I gotta continue this dock so it creates like a pier, basically hugging the edge of the mountain here. And then let me just kind of hop, skip, and jump over here. It's got to hug the edge of the mountain and then connect somewhere. Ooh, yeah, I'm flying. Somewhere over here. Oh god, I just smashed my face into the wall. Somewhere over here, right here. It's got to connect to that. So basically hug the edge of the mountain right here, and then just connect up to that. And this will also give me access to this side of the stadium seating for where the orca exhibit is here. Yeah, this will work out really good. Okay, yeah. A little bit more digging. Whew. I think it's time for another time lapse. And I think that is it. Now, there is actually one little thing I want to do real fast, and that's add a little couple buttons in here. I just now realized that looking around, so it makes it kind of look like pebbles on the ground. I kind of forgot about those completely. I feel so ashamed. Okay, that should probably be pretty good. There, yeah, that looks pretty good. Now, there is some blending I need to do still, like right there, that looks really bad. Blending I need to do with the sides of this a little bit to kind of get it to blend into the rest of the mountain. And obviously this is terrible. This little area right here is really bad. So that's something I still got to work on. But I think I'm going to do that in between episodes because this has been quite a bit of work for one episode. Way more than I actually kind of planned on actually doing because I was just planning on building the restaurant in this episode. But then I had the itch. I had the itch to finish what we got going on out here. And I think this is really cool because people can get their food and they can go sit. They can see the cool, you know, like a shipwreck thing. They'll probably see the orca jumping out of the water occasionally and stuff over there once we get done, you know, actually adding it. Although the orca doesn't actually jump out of the water in this mod, but, you know, hypothetically or imaginary, if, you know, if they were to look over and see that, that'd be pretty cool. But I'm thinking that's going to be it. This is the Union Mine Restaurant. A little bit different episode this week. Obviously, this wasn't an actual exhibit, but I think I'll get back to my normal episodes in next week. And of course, we got to finish this path. I'll try to squeeze that in between these two episodes this week and next week. So, alrighty guys, I think I'm going to get going though, so if you did enjoy this, please go down and smash that like button. It would really help me out a lot. And thank you guys so much for donating your eyeballs and ear holes to this episode of ZAWA. What do you guys think? What do you think? Does this look like a cool little restaurant added to the zoo? Do you guys like it? I like the little freezer back there. I think it looks alright. But I want to know what you guys think. So let me know down in the comments section. Yay, nay, any extra details you guys can think of, throw it down there, please. I'd like to hear it. I like constructive criticism. Alrighty, guys. Thanks again for watching. I will see you guys next week. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful Friday. And yeah, have yourself a wonderful weekend. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.